My name is Shameela Ali, and I would be critiquing the documentary Wrestling with Angels by Marsha Pace. The documentary by Pace explores Caribbean identity through the images and sounds of music videos. It focuses on the English-speaking Caribbean islands, namely Jamaica and Trinidad, and the challenges music producers face as a result of globalization and the influence of foreign cultures. The video correctly identifies dance and music as part of Caribbean culture and identity. However, the historical significance of our Caribbean culture runs much deeper. The Caribbean story is marked by a tumultuous past of slavery to emancipation to indentureship, then to independence, and the legacy that has remained because of these periods in our history. Music videos portray aspects of our culture, but it doesn't represent the culture as an entity. If you take a look at the Jamaican Passa Passa, it's basically a block party where women are scantily dressed and exhibiting lewd dance moves. A Trinidadian soca party shows a celebratory party rather, moving through the streets. These are just parts of our culture and not the entire thing. When foreign music producers ask for a Caribbean look, what they're really asking for is something they haven't yet seen or something an American audience has never been exposed to. I'd like to refer to Ras Casa saying that when shooting videos, he uses normal scenes from in and around Jamaica, an old house, bush, or even a street scene. I'd like to also point out Nicki Minaj's Pound the Alarm video that was shot in Trinidad a few years ago. The video begins with shots of the beach, a coconut vendor, and the sound of steel pan. These are all significant parts of our history and culture. During the video, one also sees scenes of the traditional carnival with blue devils, jabs, and the midnight robbers. This to me is a good example of a Caribbean look as it captures many features of Caribbean culture with regard to music and dance. There hasn't been a video capturing so many elements of local culture in such a short time frame. Caribbean culture has not been washed out completely, but it has been slightly diluted. I have observed people using many facets of American videos in their own videos. For instance, how the artists dress, how the dancers dress, the weaved up hairstyle, the makeup. These are not significant factors because the Caribbeanness is able to overpower them. Many soca videos use scenic areas in and around Trinidad as their backdrops, while artists and dancers are in the front line performing and showing their moves. Similarly, dancehall videos of dancers and artists in a very scenic part of Jamaica. Scenery, hot weather, outdoors, and a general festiveness are what the Caribbean is known for. This reiterates the point that Caribbean producers use simple things to shoot videos and that these are all parts of a culture that people want to experience. Caribbean people are definitely in charge of what we look like. What we put out there is the take-home message for the audience. The lyrics of the music determine what goes into the videos. You can't have an upbeat soca or dancehall with ballroom dancing and ball gowns. We are in all ways responsible for how people perceive us and the promotion of our culture. I would have to agree with Ras Casas saying that people come to the Caribbean for a Caribbean experience and not to see that Caribbean wants to be like them. They come for simple things like sand and sun and things they are not accustomed to. Secondly, Mr. Loveless highlighted the cable TV has successfully infiltrated and now the Caribbean is trying to be like the US. I agree with this partially. Yes, I think that cable TV has had an influence. However, he didn't consider chutney soca music, which has remained in its original form. Chutney music incorporates tassa drumming, and this type of music is native to Trinidad and has not picked up any foreign traits thus far. The documentary focused more on Jamaican dancehall music and little recognition to other genres native to the Caribbean, like soca and chutney from Trinidad. These should have been included to show the Caribbean and its originality, and not us trying to copy the music from other people. Music videos portraying Caribbeanness and Caribbean images can be ways of luring tourists to the region. They show activities that people would want to experience. For a native of the Caribbean, music and dance may stifle other facets of culture that is so rightfully important, like food, religion, language, which are very important parts of culture. Little by little, the genuine Caribbean look and legacy will begin to fade. This would be facilitated by, once again, globalization and cable television, as mentioned by many of the directors. Younger artists, in my opinion, would gravitate toward the American look rather than the Caribbean look and what it has to offer. The Caribbean culture would be in a continuous state of decline.